we do it. Where you catch us at, we be in that pulpit. Always catch a vibe, we a movement. You should just subscribe, because we too lit. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, watch them scream out, ah, yeah.
Too much faking and lying.
Faking and lying.
These boys out here committing perjury.
Perjury.
It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 4. Episode 133.
Yeah.
What the business is. It's that man with the plan Big Kev. And that's Cuz with the buzz Big Bo.
Yo.
And you know we got that food for your soul. For sure. Now, you know I got to do a disclaimer. You know, like I said before, a lot of boys is tender. Just like, hey, man, we say a lot of stuff, man. We say a lot of strong perspectives and takes and thoughts, and some people just can't handle that. They can't handle it. So I'm just letting you know what this show is about.
Sometimes we don't say anything.
And still offend somebody.
Like
My perfect example, or the dude on YouTube. Now, everybody and their mama talks about the Drake situation. They talk about whatever's trending in your homes or with your boys, your girls, or whatever. They always gonna have conversations about it, right? But this man gonna say, 2 grown-ass men. Like, we can't have a conversation? Like, what's more mature than having a real conversation with folks? Say that. But I laugh at it. I'll put a smiley face or something like that because, you know, we assholes. So I'm going to laugh at your comment. Yeah. But thanks. That means you're tuning in, because if you really want to be technical, a grown-ass man commented on another grown-ass man's video. Who's really the
grown-ass man?
Who's really the childish one?
Right.
I'm just going to say. But anyway, without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know, I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. Hey, I don't know. This podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love. So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation, and I got something for us. Message. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Telling you, man, when you struggle and you strive, and you trials and tribulations, what they really call it. And once you get to a good place and you know where you came from,
boy,
man, I don't think nothing better than that. Seriously. Okay, so now we got a good show. You know, off the back of, you know, Kendrick's album. Like I said, I told you, Kendrick just stays, he just killing 2024, but things keep on, it's the avalanche effect, you know, things keep on popping up to talk about. So, you know, Kendrick has a line where he says, basically, don't let no white comedian speak on the black woman that's law. And the white comedian that he most likely was talking about took offense to it. Andrew Schultz decided to say a few things about Kendrick. Some wild things. As a matter of fact, talking about he would get some man to rape him, which was wild in his own right. He brought some interesting points, though. He said, basically, for a person to say, protect this black queen and do this, that, and the third, but in hip hop, we call women bitches and, you know what I'm saying, everything like that under the sun, and disrespect women at every turn. A lot of them do, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but a lot of rappers and people do embody that mindset and that lifestyle. So, Bo, was Andrew Schultz out of pocket for speaking back to Kendrick?
Not at all. He's doing what his job is. It's the take what's going on right now and turn it into jokes. Now, I know it didn't fare well with a lot of people.
Facts.
which is fine.
Yep.
I mean, that's what comedians do. Some people love them, some people hate them. You know, they're polarizing. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, I am a Kendrick Lamar fan.
Ditto.
But who says whatever he says is law?
There's law, exactly.
I mean, you know,
you gotta have your own mind, man.
Who you are, what you stand for.
Music is music, but life stuff is life stuff, you know what I mean?
Like, just because Kendrick said this now.
Oh, y'all better take up. Y'all better, yeah.
Have to stop saying anything about black women now.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I mean, I get the Omar coming little thing, but
yeah.
No. Man, no, you can't stop a thing.
It's just wild. It's just wild. I just, like I said before, I'm all about consistency. When I was talking about how women get on men about stuff and saying that they're feminine for stuff and going back and forth, y'all always want to change the narrative. And I'm sorry, it's mostly the black community. Like, they're mad because a white man said it, but you don't say anything when a Kevin Hart gets up there, when a Dave Chappelle gets up there, when a what other comedian might speak about race?
Every comedian.
Almost every comedian talks about the white race and makes it funny. Asian race, it makes it funny. Hispanic race, it makes it funny. And we laugh and kiki and never feel any type of way about it. But as soon as a white comedian or another comedian outside of the black race says something about a black woman, oh, it's a problem now. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't give immunity to black comedians for saying something out of pocket and saying it's just the art form, it's just, you know what I'm saying, their job and whatever, and then go at a white comedian and say, nah, you can't say that. The rules change for you. Ain't that like reverse racism? Ain't that what you fighting against?
Reverse racism.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't that what you fighting against? Would you be mad if they told a black comedian he couldn't say nothing about a white woman? But the crazy part about it is, white women be in the audience laughing at the black comedian. I've seen Mike Epps talk about white people directly, and they be rolling. I've seen Dave Chappelle talk about disabled folks, elderly folks.
And the disabled folks.
And they are rolling. The last Dave Chappelle we went to, he literally had a skit and a joke about disabled people because they was talking about him, always talking about the gays and the transgenders, and he said, oh, y'all thought I was going to talk about y'all tonight? Now I'm talking about the disabled folks. And the joke hit so hard, though.
It was really disabled people in there who was happy, like, oh, he talking about me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they really embrace it because they understand under the umbrella of being a comedian, this is what you have to do. You have to do shock jokes, basically, to make people, oh, nah, he funny. And then you tie it into some points and it's cool. But y'all always want to start this stuff about a white comedian saying this and da-da-da. Now, I say he's out of pocket. That's a man shit, though. You ain't going to say no man going to rape me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we going to have to see each other about that one. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can say what you want. And you
could have made a better joke.
Yeah, you could have made a better joke about that, but you sure ain't about to play with that with me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's I think that's the only part I have a problem with. But like Bo brought up, Tony Hinchcliffe. If y'all ever seen him,
oh man, yeah, Tony. No, he pushes the button. If you want the button pushed, he's gonna push
the envelope. Push the racial envelope.
hey, Trump brought him in.
Oh my God, they lost it when he came in here,
and he was like, you know what? Y'all came here because y'all want me to be racist.
And I'm gonna be racist.
I was even kind of like, Tony,
you wildin'. Cause some of them jokes, sometimes they be having like the little, let me just, take a little pressure off that joke, just a little bit, tension off.
But I get what he was doing. He knew that he was at a platform where those people,
he was catering to his audience.
Yeah, he was but even they was kind of like, hey, I'm racist, but
I ain't that racist. I'm like 90. I'm like 85%. You being a whole 95 right now.
Hey, hang on. But nah, I mean, he's a solid roaster. I don't know about his actual stand-up comedian. He's good at roasting people and stuff like that.
He has good material. I've heard it on both sides of it. He has some good jokes and good punchlines, and he's definitely a good roaster. But I'm just saying, we can't have it both ways. Because we say some outlandish stuff about the Hispanics,
everybody,
the Asians, you know what I'm saying, white folks.
I'm gonna tell you who you can't talk about. Look, Gary Owens.
Gary Owens.
No, Gary, now look. But Gary has been married to a black woman.
Yeah.
He has children with a black woman.
Yeah.
He can talk about black women.
Now, how does he know Andrew Schultz wasn't even the direct target? It could have been Gary Owens. Because Gary Owens did say something about that when he heard that verse as well. But he made it a joke about it. He didn't take it. Gary Owens never takes any slights super serious. But Gary Owens is hilarious. Like Bo said, he understands a black woman. He was married to one. How much can you understand a black woman if you're married to one and see them day in and day out?
And got another one. He
like what he like.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
He like what he like. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But just I always say, I preach consistency. I don't try to tell nobody right or wrong because we ain't here to judge. That's only for God to do. But you got to be consistent in life. You can't be on one platform saying, hey, don't talk about black women, da-da-da-da. But it's okay to talk about a gang of white women, you know what I'm saying, and say they got no butts and, do all the crazy jokes that, normally proceed with those race, you know what I'm saying, and say that's okay, or that was hilarious and that's true. But when they talk about black women edges and, hair weave or something like that that's normally catered to them, then you want to get mad about it. Jokes is jokes. Jokes is jokes. And it is what it is. And you're going to get these jokes. That's how I look at it. So, yeah. All right, so, Bo.
Yeah.
This is something decent. I know you got something, and I know you got something. What is the weirdest things that get you angry? People gonna be like, man, don't get angry on that, man. Why you getting angry on that, man? That's small. That's minimal.
Man.
It's minute.
When I'm asleep. Don't wake me up frantically.
Don't wake me, I'm dreaming.
Do not, calmly, gently, wake me up. If you wake me up frantically, it's going to be some problem.
Going to be some furniture moving.
But what did my guy say on life? It's going to be some repercussions.
Repercussions. I forgot what he said, though, but
it's serious, man. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Wake up. What?
But you know what, though? Honestly, that's not even healthy because they say a person can die off somebody that you might have been having a crazy dream or just in a certain deep sleep, you know what I'm saying, to where that startle, you know what I'm saying, starts your heart a little bit faster, get a heart attack, anything can happen off of that. So I don't think you're supposed to wake people up like that. Anyway, just a tidbit. I will say for me, acknowledgement, y'all, my thing is it don't cost nothing to be an adult. If you don't want to talk to somebody, say you don't want to talk to them. You don't want to respond to somebody no more, say I'm done talking to you. You got a mouth. You're grown. Speak on it. Acknowledgement in any shape or form, and you don't do it, oh man, it put me on 10. That's when a different Kevin come out. For some reason, it's just one of those things that just sets me all the way off. Another one. Talking on your phone in public on speakerphone. Yelling into the phone like, they turn the phone upside down, they talking. Bro, get you some headphones. Get you some pods like everybody else. You know what I mean? If you're going to do that, some Bluetooth, all this Bluetooth capability, and you got to yell into a speakerphone in public.
Tell the homie, hey, I'm about to go in this gas station. I'm going to call you back.
Right. People do not want to hear you yelling at your baby mom. LaQuisha, I'm getting the diapers right now. What Al? Al5, they ain't got them no more. What you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we do not want to hear that in the store. Or you getting yelled at and having a riff with your boyfriend or girlfriend. We don't want to hear your problems. We trying to get what we get in the store too, you know what I'm saying? And trying to stay focused on what we need to get so we don't forget.
Man.
I'm like, this motherfucker done made me forget what I was saying. And what I needed to come here and get down about 10 things that ain't even the right thing. Yeah, I don't like that. And then I don't like people who drive fast on your tail. Then they pass you on the wrong side of the lane just to pass you and they get to the same light. Or they get right beside you and then get no further.
Yeah, doing all that.
I'm ready to roll my window down.
No, I look at them. I pull up. I look.
Now I mug them, but I have tinted windows until I roll them down.
I mug them. I just like roll up and look at them. They be sitting there like,
oh yeah, they put their tinted twos. They tinted twos now, boy. They ain't trying to say nothing.
Like, bitch, you driving stupid as hell, and you got caught by the same. Like you dipping and doing all through here.
And then bitch, I'm putting your life at risk, jumping on the whole side of the lane.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at your dumb bitch ass.
putting your life in risk just to get in front of somebody, and we both at the stoplight.
Nowhere fast.
Nowhere fast. You know what I'm saying?
Should have got up earlier.
So so when y'all see this, y'all let us know some things, some weird things, not just basic things. You know, like, you know what? They make me mad when my check is not on time. That make anybody mad. That's not weird. That's some real life. That's about your money. So we want to hear some weird stuff. All right. So now, like I said before, me and Bo, we gonna implement the Would You Rathers back in there with me and him because, you know, we come up with some funny stuff, you know what I'm saying, to keep it funky. All right, Bo.
Yeah.
Would you rather know the world's secrets or live ignorantly forever?
Live ignorantly forever.
Yeah, I think the world's secrets might blow your mind.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to have that part.
Nasty
That's
work.
nasty work.
That's nasty.
That's
work.
crazy, son.
What would you say? What? No,
that's what happened. Oh my goodness.
Don't tell me no more.
No, don't tell me that's how they killed him. Don't tell me that's how they killed him. No,
They really shot him up with cancer.
Yeah, it'll blow your mind. I let that lay down. Let that rest. Nah,
The aliens control the world.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me? Nah, we don't want that. All right, here we go. Would you rather be the person who flips the switch during the execution or be the judge who decides who should be executed?
I'd rather be the executioner. Because you didn't make a judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You just doing your job.
Yeah, you doing your job.
You just doing your job.
It's already been handed down. I'm with you on that.
You didn't make the call.
The judge could have went a different way and saved the life and didn't, and that's a lot to put on your mind and your verse.
It also depends on who the fuck we back.
Now, if you're a total criminal and you've been killing up like kids and raping women and stuff like that, it's time to get fried, died, and laid to the side. And I push the button and be the judge. I'll be the judge and executioner. That's what they say. I sure would. Like, hit him again. He ain't cooked enough. Yeah, hit him again.
I don't think he done.
He ain't done. He well crispy. For real. All right, so here we go. Would you rather have a pet skunk that sprayed you once a month or a pet porcupine that quilled you once a month?
Man, give me the damn porcupine.
Acupuncture poke.
Serious. Like, man, just give me the porcupine Cause like, nah, man, I'm not taking tomato baths just so I can make it to work.
And hey, man, I ain't never been sprayed by no skunk, but from the people who have, it ain't a pretty thing. It ain't a pretty sight, and it takes forever to get the smell up off of you. So,
but this is crazy. I had this dude I worked with some years ago who had a defunct skunk, like
a defunct skunk.
He had a skunk. He said he had a pet skunk that they took,
and they took the funk shoot out.
They took the glands out.
Ooh.
And it couldn't. I was like, dude, man.
I ain't never wanted to have a pet skunk even looking at that.
But I'm like, who's doing this fucking surgery?
It's some weird science. Weird science.
I was like, nigga, this has got to be a dream. When he said that, I was like, man, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you go look at video, it's some doctor who specializes in defunking skunks. And you would never think about it.
Man.
Like, it's a market for this? How many? It got to be in the country, dude, because ain't nobody just picking up skunks.
When that dude said that, I told everybody, I was like, that dude lying.
He could be lying, because, I mean, where's the market at? It could only be like a small market for the skunks ain't everywhere.
Who is over here taking skunk glands out? Like,
skunks ain't everywhere, too, when you think about it, though. Like, I ain't never seen no skunk in that town, to be honest with you.
Skunks is out here.
They probably are, but I ain't never seen one. I swear to God, I've never seen one here. And I'm glad I ain't never seen one.
Especially, like, in Lawrence.
I ain't never seen them, bro.
Once you start getting past, like, about, like, 21st.
And they just be walking around?
Man.
I ain't never seen them, bro.
Flowers. They're attracted to certain flowers.
Okay.
But, yeah, the east side, Midhofer, Post Road, man, Skunk City.
Skunk
German
City.
Church.
So that's that smell when you get to the east side.
Yeah, man. No, them skunks be out here.
I ain't never seen them. So hopefully I don't run into them. Anyway.
Nah, yeah, you don't want to run into them?
I know them raccoons was enough. I've seen enough raccoons in my life. I know the up close and personal. I am cool on them.
Man, raccoons became cats.
Almost. They pets now. They really pets to people. Hell yeah. I know a girl on Facebook.
Man,
literally.
roll up on you now. Like,
she had I forgot her name was Nina, matter of fact. Nina the raccoon. And she would actually do like live videos with the raccoon and everything. Like, hey, whatever floats your boat. All right, here we go. Would you rather arrive? I'm doing this because everybody likes the little funny thing when I say arrive instead of the other thing. Would you rather arrive after 1 minute or take an hour to arrive every time? Arrive.
Man, I'm already the latter, so let's do a minute for GP. Stamina.
Yeah.
It be making them mad, like goodness.
Hey, I'm either way. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sometimes you get the ladder, sometimes you get the first part. Hey, whatever happened. But the round 2 is always expected. But I'm saying it can happen either way. But I would say I don't want to take an hour every time. It's not fun. Like I've said this in a podcast. The thing, it's not fun. You're trying to get to a place. It's almost like a road trip. It's not fun. I want to get there. If I can snap my fingers and get through the right, if I can snap my fingers and get to the place, I would get to the place. Fucking for a whole hour, it's not fun. I'm trying to tell y'all, like y'all can cop please and BS all you want to on this thing.
Nah. When you're athletic and
bro, you can get what you need to get in 30 minutes or better.
When you in your 20s,
nah,
that stuff is
I ain't want to do that. I'll go rounds and make it a long evening of fun and pleasure is different than sitting there one session.
You got to take breaks.
Yeah, one session just getting it in for a whole hour. No, that's almost like running on a treadmill for a whole hour and then get off just sweating and you dying. It's like, okay, the weight ain't off just yet. It's like, this is, man, for an hour? No, that's not fun. It's not fun at all. So I'd rather let me go and get them little minutes in and do it about 10 times and get her there. We be good. We be good. Now, I'm just saying this hypothetically, ladies, so don't get to tripping. All right, here we go. Would you rather join the Mile High Club or have a threesome?
Well, I know I haven't joined the Mile High Club.
So the latter, it's like I got to do the one that I haven't done.
Yeah, let's do the one I haven't done. I haven't joined the Mile High Club.
I'm going to say, I think the Mile High Club would be fun. Because if you ever been on a plane and just the thrill, the rush of other people being around, this is, on some freak stuff. But yeah. But hey, I'd be down. And you that high up in the air too. Oh man, that'd be player.
I take it back. I'd rather just do a threesome.
Now, don't be like the nigga on Soul Plane though. When that nigga said, when he stuck his finger in the mashed potato, he said, oh, you feeling real freaky tonight, baby. Make sure.
Hey, now the funny part is we go to the restroom and then he was like, who you mess with, Mr. Potato Head? He said, ooh, smell it.
But then he said, I normally last. I don't know what happened this time. Now he was the 1 minute. It might have 30 seconds on job with the spoon. But he said, "Ooh, you feeling good tonight? You must feeling real good tonight." He was all in them mashed potatoes. I'm like, bro, you tripping. But that's a funny movie right there. Seriously. All right, so that's our little 5 would you rathers. We just come with some crazy stuff, some wild perspectives. Put us in some bad situations. All right, sports and entertainment. What we got, Bo? We got anything on deck?
I mean, football is footballing. College basketball is starting,
Yeah, college basketball.
Get their thing going. We still waiting to see the college, playoffs.
Yeah.
We got.
I think it'll be interesting with that 12. Yeah, the championships right today, right?
Yeah. I want to say the Big Ten championships this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know who else, but you got the championships and you still got the playoffs shaking out. NBA, they kind of suck right now, man.
It's not a lot of value to the NBA right now due to a lot of players are just not showing up. And a lot of the big player names have been hurt. So a lot of the big games have been forecasted, haven't really been big. The in-game season tournament, they've been playing pretty decent, but they don't have that same excitement as it did last year. Yeah, anyway, we're getting to the quarterfinals this week, so we'll see if it builds up a little bit more, but it hasn't been that big thing like it was prior. Definitely don't like the new rules they got for the All-Star game. I could care less for it. Them splitting up 4 teams of 5 or whatever and having them play. No. I don't know how that's gonna look. I think the All-Star game should really just go to a skills challenge format, you know what I'm saying? Have it one day and be done with it. Like, because that's what it's coming down to now. The dunk contest is not up to par. Or I'll put the three-point shootout and I'll put it men versus women. Or men and women on teams together. You know what I'm saying? Various skills, things you can put together. You know what I'm saying? The guards, handle challenge and dime passing, you know what I'm saying? As far as, their abilities or whatever. Just different things that can showcase somebody's skill level on an individual level. That's what I would try to go with. But other than that,
what is the data that shows that they got to keep working on the All-Star game?
The people who tune in to watch and the responses they get from the show, everybody was mad because they had like 200 points when they was in Indianapolis. It was terrible. That might have been the worst, and it sucks it was in that town, but that might have been the worst All-Star game I ever seen. Them dudes scored 200 points, and nobody played a lick of defense. They were dunking every chance they get, and the people was playing Matador even. Here you go. Here you go. Hey. You know what
I mean, what you supposed to do? I mean,
play like the 80s, play like the 90s, play like the early 2000s. I know for a fact I used to see Kobe Bryant sitting down in a real stand and playing defense, having fun and joking, but playing. And Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Kevin Garnett, LeBron James even at that time, D. Wade, Carmelo Anthony, they played. They didn't just let people just dominate. Now, they might have played around the first two quarters, but third and fourth quarter, it got serious. They wanted to win. Vince Carter when he was in there. Like, Paul Pierce, you know what I'm saying? And Ray Allen, I can go on and on. Dirk Nowitzki, them dudes played. Like Jokic, he get in there, he don't even want to play. he might miss a dunk, don't even care. Like, these dudes don't care no more. And however you gotta make them care, you gotta make them care, whether it's giving them more money, whether it's whatever it is, or get rid of it. Simple as that. It's a waste of time. All-Star Saturday night ain't what it used to be for me anyway. Because I used to get hype, have folks over. Nah, ain't worth it now, G, at all. I got something. What you think about the United Healthcare CEO that got killed?
Oh, that's wild.
That's wild. That's wild, bro. Then when they said he had engraved bullets.
Yeah, that person.
That's on some CSI Law and Order type shit.
That's a he had a serious problem with that person.
Yeah, or either he denied a family member and they lost their life or something. But somebody took it serious enough.
But it's to the point where they changing like they all these healthcare companies
changing them rules up real quick. Don't come for us. We changed ours.
Like, we're not letting you know who our CEO is. We're not. Like, I never got that. I don't understand.
Why would they put their faces out there knowing they making certain decisions that could really make somebody irate and want to do something like that?
It was ego.
Yeah, because I want to be known as the big wig of the company. Yeah.
Nah.
It's crazy, though. And then how he shot him with a silencer. And it pretty much broad daylight because they said that whole area in Manhattan got cameras everywhere. And this cat got away clean and smooth.
Hey, that's what the mayor, he came out, he's like, I never heard of someone using a silencer.
Dude, it's on movies. I ain't never heard, it's almost like to the point, is really silencers available? Because I've never seen nobody get killed with a silencer. Come on, man.
Now, I know some people try to use a potato.
Yeah, potato ain't no silencer, though.
Nah, it's not.
You spin that mug on that barrel, boy, you trying to put some work in. For real. And then they said he went back to him after he shot him a couple times in the back. He went up to him when he turned over and shot him in the face. So it's almost like it's a hit or this person really, really had a bad agenda with this man and he wanted to make sure that they was deceased.
And he's still on the loose?
Yeah.
Just, wow. Yeah.
Because the man didn't even take a car. He had a hoodie on and a mask, and he rode a bike. Now, you tell me that ain't some movie stuff.
But they got a lot of information on somebody. Like, how do you know that he's been there? He was there for 10 days.
Because somebody be watching. I'm telling you, people watching don't say nothing about nothing. A lot of people be like, that ain't my business. That ain't my business. I'm going to stay out of that. I seen this man sit at this house for the longest. It ain't my business. And then when something happened, you'd be the first one. Well, I seen him for 10 days just out there looking, and I wondered what he was doing. He was a killer. Like, that's what he was doing.
Putting on you, bitch.
Exactly. It's crazy. So I want to see how that plays out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, 2025, what we say, what's going to happen in 2025. And who's to say it ain't somebody just taking off people who are like that. You never know. So just like I said before, man, make your days the best. Live them to the fullest, because you never know. Anything else, Bo?
I got nothing. I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, he gotta, get to the bread.
Not the bread.
What you trying to get to?
Just want to see something.
I know what you're trying to get to. He's trying to get to his baby, and not the baby y'all think. But yeah, well, I will say this though. Hey, Kendrick Lamar album is a classic. And I think it's in my top 3.
Yeah, I can't.
It is for me, bro. It is. When I say this, I say this because I know how I listen to stuff that I like. When I listen to an album, does it make me want to skip? Does it make me want to listen to it multiple times, no matter if I listen to it intently a few times prior? And that album does. It has exactly what you want out of an album. It has stuff that makes you want to dance. It has the stuff that makes you want to think. It goes in depth. It has perspective. It has the girl-friendly song, the radio songs. Hey, that is a classic to me. Out of a 12 album cut, is only one that is not desirable to me, and that's G and X. And it's still a good song because you like it, you know what I'm saying? So other people gonna like it. Is hard, but I don't rock with the G and X, but I'm just saying, out of 12 songs, 12 songs straight, what other song is weak? Matter of fact, that's probably one of the best ratios I've ever seen. He literally has 11 out of 12, bro. And they bangers.
You talking to the wrong one. He got 12 out of 12.
Well, okay, so that's not a classic, G?
I'm not gonna call it a classic.
Bro, 12 out of 12, I guarantee you have never said a 12 out of 12 album in your life. Now, every song on the album, you have never said they're all hitting. Even on a classic album.
I mean, it's a good jamming album. I can't.
What do you get into when you start to call an album a classic?
Call an album a classic. I have to revisit it time later. Maybe a year or two later.
I can see that.
Before I can say, okay, something's a classic. It's hot right now. It was the right move, coming behind the disc records or whatnot, just to put out something that's got bop, good energy, fun songs. That was a great move instead of, coming out with some conceptual album.
Yeah.
Which he probably will do.
Oh, that's on next, because it's in his body. It's in his makeup.
But yeah, it's a good, fun album.
See, the difference between me and you, when I call it classic, is because I know what I like. Like, if I like a song in 2024, I'll like it in 2025 because I listen to music and I know what I like. Like, not like us, turn the TV off, you know what I'm saying? Hey, now, I like the sound of it. I'm not a West Coast dude. I don't listen to West Coast music like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people listen to Larry June and other cats.
I listen to West Coast.
I've listened to them, and I've heard these artists, and I'm not knocking them, but that's not what plays in my car. But what I like is what I like. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I can listen to your album multiple times, not skipping, no song, even though I know, start learning the words and the verses and stuff like that, then when you listen to it a lot. But when I listen to it a lot, I'm like, normally I'll turn something off. Even my favorite albums, I'll be like, okay, it's time for something else. I gotta listen to something else. Like the M. I was on the M for a couple of days, but I was like, I can't keep listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things, you take M at a, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take him at a small doses, right? Because his wordplay and his crazy stuff he say, it's like, okay. But Kendrick, music that rides, you know what I'm saying? Like Dodger Blues stuff that you can, like, you know what I'm saying? Just vibe to and whatnot when you riding. Nah, bro, that's a classic to me. Luther's a classic. I'm looking at, if he do a video for these songs, that's just gonna make the album even more better. He do a video for Luther or Dodger Blue or Man at the Garden, you know what I'm saying? And have Nas in the video because it's like kind of like an envision of one mic. Dude, I'm telling you. Props to Kendrick. That's all I'm gonna say. Anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. So we brought y'all another show. We doing what we do. Hope y'all love it. 2025 is coming up. I always think of ways to revamping the podcast and making it better. So tune in. Nothing else to say. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Hey.